Good morning, students. Now, in this class, we are discussing about the secondary storage devices. So, what are the secondary storage devices we are using? That means, suppose if the main memory is not sufficient to store our programs or our data, then we are using secondary storage devices. Okay. Uh, the examples for these secondary storage devices are magnetic hard disk, optical disk, and a magnetic tape. Okay, these are the examples we are taking as the secondary storage devices. Now we discuss one by one. Okay, the first one is magnetic hard disk. Okay, ma. The first one is magnetic hard disk. So how this works? Actually, hard disk means we learn this word. That means we listen this word hard disk. That means whatever the program, suppose if you are taking some softwares and some larger programs, all are stored in this hard disk. Okay, the capacity for this hard disk is very high compared to RAM on ROM memories. Okay, here what is the mechanical structure inside this hard disk? Okay, so here this is the mechanical structure. How this will be, that means here hard disk is there, then we are writing the data into the hard disk and we read the data from the hard disk also. Okay, so how we are doing read operation and write operation here? Okay, see here, this is a rotary shaft. For this rotary shaft, number of disks will be included. Number of disks are included in this shaft. Okay, ma. So that means here number of disks are included in this shaft, like rotatory. Okay, ma. This shaft is rotatory. When this shaft is rotator, then this discs also rotated. Okay, whenever this disc touches this, that means here read write head is there. Here read write head is fixed here. Only the discs which are connected to this shaft, those are all rotated. So due to this disc rotation, the read operation and write operation will be performed onto the disc. Okay, so if you are taking the read write head, this will be read write head. Okay, read write head. This is the read write head. The internal structure is, this is the magnetic thin film. So magnetic yoke and magnetizing current will be there. This will be rotated like this. Okay, so this is the internal structure. Here, suppose if we store the data or we retrieve the data from this hard disk, then we are taking the digital information here. So digital information means that is in the form of zeros and ones. How the zero will be stored? Here, when we are saying zero, when we are saying one, means whenever this pulse is taking from low to high, then this will be taking as zero. Whenever this pulse is coming from high to low, then this will be taking as one. Okay, so the bit representation in this hard disk, in this way we are taking, zero is taking like this and one is taking like this. Okay, suppose if we want to transfer the data, that means if we want to read or write the data 0 1 1 1 0, then how the pulses will be? Here we are taking, so 0, that means low to high. Okay, based on this we know the digital information which is stored into the hard disk. Okay, so in this way we are having bit representation by phase encoding here. Okay, so if you are taking internally, actually in our computer, if you open the cabinet of the computer, then the hard disk will be found in that cabinet, inside the cabinet. That means the hard disk is like a rectangular box only. Okay, the hard disk is like a rectangular box, but inside in that rectangular box, the total structure will be there. See here, this is the shaft. Okay, so here this internally how that will be, see here. So this is the internal shaft. Okay, these are internal, these are the discs we are connecting into this shaft. This is disk 1, this is disk 2, disk 3, disk 4, disk 5. Like this, how many disks are connected? Depending on the capability of the hard disk. Okay, depending on the capability of the hard disk. That means suppose if you are taking 500 GB hard disk or 1 terabyte or 2 terabytes, like that we are taking the capacity of the hard disk. Depending on the capacity of the hard disk, here we are taking number of disks that will be connected in this shaft. This is spindle, this is rotated. Due to this rotation, the discs are also rotated. Here read write head will be there. So whenever this disk is rotated, each part in this disk is touches at this read write head. That means whatever the data inside this disk, that will be read or write from this hard disk. Okay, so this is the internal structure for this hard disk. See here. So here the some disks are connected. So what about this disk? So how that will be the internal arrangement, how the data will be stored in that disk means, see the internal arrangement. So this is like a circular, the organization of one surface of a disk. Suppose if this is the surface of a disk, first this disk is divided into number of tracks. Okay, first this disk is divided into number of tracks. So here the first track, track 0, track 1, track 2, track 3, like that. So first the surface is divided into number of tracks. Okay, next each track will be divided into a sector. Okay, so this is the sector. Okay, ma, see here. So this circular, so this is a track. Okay, so in this way all the tracks are there like this. Okay, so in all the tracks, these are sectors. That means the total disk is divided into number of tracks, and the tracks are divided into sectors. So all the data will be stored in this like this. So first, suppose if you are taking this, see here, this is track 0, track 0. This is track 0. Okay, next track 1, track 2, like this. Okay, so regarding the sectors, this is the sector 0. Okay, this is this from here to here sector 0, from here to here sector 1, like that. So see here, this will be, suppose if you are taking this sector 0, this is the sector 0. Okay, this totally sector 0, track 0. Okay, do you understand? Suppose if you are taking this track 1, sector 0 only. Okay, in this way we are taking the data onto the one disk. Okay, ma. So this is the internal organization of one surface on a disk. Okay, see here. See this in this way. Okay, here rotatory shaft will be there. In that rotatory shaft, all the discs are connected. Okay, so each disc is connected into number of tracks and all the tracks are divided into sectors like this. Do you understand? So now here how the data will be accessed onto a disk. Okay, ma. So here sector header will be there. So here following the data, there is an error correction code. That means here disk controller is there on the disk. So what is the use of this disk controller here? So all the disk drives are connected to this disk controller. That means here we know from the hard disk we are taking the data and we are store the data into the hard disk also. That means we are doing read operation and write operation onto the hard disk. Okay, so all the operations will be controlled by using this disk controller. Okay, suppose if we want to format the disk, okay, if you want to format the disk, then that also controlled by using this disk controller. Okay, ma. So all the disks activities are controlled by using this disk controller. Okay. So here seek, read, write, error checking. So all the operations are performed by using this disk controller. Okay, ma. Here we are having another disk arrays also. Those will be RAID disk arrays. RAID disk arrays. RAID means here redundant array of inexpensive disks. Redundant array of inexpensive disks. In this we are having totally 5. RAID 0, RAID 1, RAID 2, 3, 4, RAID 5. Okay, ma. So next one is optical disk. Optical disk. That means here optical disk here stored binary pattern is like this 0 1 0 0 1. So the in this way the stored binary pattern will be there. So here transition from pit to land. That means here source will be there. So the detector whenever the data here this will be the cross section internal arrangement of the optical disk. Optical disk means here we are taking CDs, compact discs. All we see now, we see in general life also compact disc. Suppose if any movie is there or any function is there, then that videos are stored in our CDs. Okay. So CDs and nowadays we are using DVDs also. So what is the difference between CDs and DVDs? What is the difference between CDs and DVDs? Actually, by observing physically, both are same. Physically, if you are taking the size, that will be same for CDs and DVDs. But the internal arrangement, the memory capability of the CD and DVD is different. Okay, more data will be stored on DVD. Okay, compared to CD. Do you understand? Previous days, suppose if a movie is there, then 2 CDs or 3 CDs for a movie. Okay, nowadays we are using DVDs. That means a single movie, the total movie is stored in one DVD. Okay, that means the DVD capability will be very high compared to CD. Okay, ma. So how that will be? That means here, see here, optical discs. Examples are CD-ROM, CD recordable, CD rewritable, DVD, DVD RAM. Here, so if you observe the CD, so here one side will be like this. Okay, another side of the CD, we are giving the label. That means suppose if a movie is there, then that movie name and that movie actors, those will be displayed on the another side. That will be label. Suppose if that CD is related to some software, then we are writing some name on the label side. Okay, one side is like this, like a mirror. That means all the data will be stored in this side here. So see here how that will be. So the internal cross section of the CD is like this. So pit and land. Here this is a first side. This is this side. Okay, like a mirror. This side. This side is used to place a label. To place a label. This side. Okay, this is the top side and this is the bottom side. At the bottom side, we are giving label regarding that subject in that CD. Okay, Amma. So here the main important thing is pit land. Here this is called pit and this is called land. This arrangement, based on this arrangement, the capability of the memory capability of the CD or DVD depends. Okay, Amma. So here, suppose if this is the arrangement of pit and land on CD. Okay, here on DVD, here the number of pits and the number of lands very high compared to CD because the DVD memory capability is very high. That's why the arrangement of the pits and lands also different compared to CD arrangement. Okay, ma? Are you understand? So these pit and lands are used aluminium. Okay, ma? So here the arrangement of pit and lands in CD and DVD is different. That's why the memory capability of CD and DVD also different. Physically, by seeing, both are same, but regarding the memory capability, both are different. Okay, ma? So in this way, we are using CDs, DVDs, all secondary storage device. That is also one type. Next, magnetic tape system. Previous days, we are using this magnetic tape system. Previous days, olden days. Here, what is how the data will be stored in the magnetic tape system? Okay, that means here like this file gap is there, sometime record and sometime record gap, sometime record gap is there. Okay, starting of the video we are having some file mark and ending of the video also we are having some file mark. Here we are using 7 or 9 bits. Totally, this is the file. That means, so in this time, this is the total video present here. Record gap, sometimes record and some gap will be there, and sometimes record and sometimes gap will be there, and so on. Like this. Like this, whenever the file mark, this is ending file mark, this is the starting file mark. Okay, Amma. So how the organization of data on magnetic tape. In this way, the total data is stored onto the magnetic tape. Here, by using this magnetic tape, we are having one advantage. That means, what is the advantage means? This is less sensitive about the virus. Okay, so suppose if you are taking CDs and DVDs, those will be affected by the virus. But this magnetic tape is not affected by the virus. That's why this is one of the advantages by using the magnetic tape systems. Okay, ma? Are you understand? So these are the secondary storage devices we are using onto the computer whenever we require to store extra information. Then we are using this secondary storage devices. Okay, ma?